Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your Astroflower reading. Welcome to the Astroflower family. This is going to be a reading from the 12th going through to the 18th of September. Let's get just straight in here and see what's going on. If you haven't seen your monthly readings and also the Mercury retrograde readings, which is on our channel, you should go and have a look at that, because this month here is a real change of direction. You've got this similar sort of thing going on here where there's not so much going on in the everyday life. You may feel that life is slowing down a bit within your life personally as the world speeds up around us. Your guides are trying to bring things through from your last bit of summer, as it were, as it's flowing through into your everyday life, and it's bringing forward that karmic mission, which is tied into the monthly readings. And I think September is going to be a real change of direction for the whole of the human race. Let's just see how it goes on with the overall energies here going on in around you. Let's try and encourage your direction. And it seems to be the most important part of the reading at the moment for most signs is that overall energy. And I think that has to do with the outside environment in the regards to energies. And it's how the world is changing around us. It's making everybody see things in a different light. There's a call to action. So this is it, with the changing environment, with the jaw-dropping moments that is happening in the world around us. It's going to call you to a different direction in a new way. And it's going to open your eyes on a lot of things in life. Let's just see what's going on the relationship side. See what the karmic message is on this side here. Relationships are a lot better when you are a lot better. So if you're actually proactive within your own personal life, you're going to get a lot more return on the relationships. So you'll have a lot more to interact with the people that are around you. And I would keep it very surface stuff, low key. Enjoy the relationships that are around you. Enjoy that happiness that can be. So it's asking you to sort of like no stress this month, no stress this week. How did that come out? No stress this week. Everyone, everyone seems to be getting it. A lot of people seems to be getting it. This call to action is because there is a change in the way we have relationships with one another. And this is not just one-to-one. This is also friends, family, community, and the society that is around us. And your karmic mission is to, which seems to be a call to action here on the overall energy, is to make sure that tower moment really clears out the old stuff. Get rid of the old and in with the new sort of thing. It can be quite painful, but it also can be very refreshing. So, and I think for you, it's certainly going to be very refreshing. There's a big change coming within our relationships of how we interact with one another. Let's just see how the universe is trying to guide that sort of that karmic message. It is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be. So I wouldn't hold back, and I would take the lead from the universe, as it were. Allow the universe in order to keep you focused on where you're supposed to be going. Two of Pentacles, dealing with one thing at a time, rather than taking on too many things, streamlining the stuff. This is what I mean about the relationships, just being on the surface and just making sure everybody's all right, but heading on down that road of sort of saying, if we want to have a collective relationship together, this is how we need to do it. Or if we're going to have a relationship between me and you, this is how we need to do it. There seems to be a sorting or sifting between things that you need in your life or want in your life and things that you don't need or want in your life. Sorry about that. I'm going to take that because I really flipped out there. Yeah. Keep you focused on what where you're supposed to be going. There's going to be good victories. You're going to be standing out in the crowd in a way. That's how the universe is trying to sort of bring that to the fore, as it were. Let's just see what the how the guides are trying to influence this. There's lots going on for you at the moment in relationships, I think, in regards to dealing with things that might have been a problem in the past that need to be dealt with before you can go forward. And here there's a lot of coincidences happening which make it all come to the surface. So looking at things in a different way, looking at your relationships in a different way, allowing you to actually turn around and sort of saying, this is not good and this is good, which usually it's sort of, you don't try and rock the boat, Sagittarius. But here, I think it's a case that you will be rocking the boat simply because you're looking at life in a different way, and it's gonna give you a different perspective on life. Let's just see how the karmic, how the guides are trying to influence your conversation that is within you. They're saying getting clear water, so it can be plain sailing. So you've got to. Yeah, it's sorting out the past. Anything in the past that is that has been causing you any angst or things like that. In the retrograde, this is where the retrograde comes in. I was talking about that in that reading there, and I was sort of saying that you got to be careful of not getting too emotionally involved in the situation that's coming out. Don't get involved too much in the relationships. Don't get triggered. That's what it was. Don't get triggered and don't sort of bite back, as it were, because it may cause you a lot more problems in the going future. Now is the moment to listen, concentrate on the situation that is happening, not only within your life, but within the lives around you. And if you can do that and look at things in a different way, you will have those inspirations which will provide solutions for your relationships. You seem to be able to find the solutions here, and people are going to be listening to you within your relationships. Okay, let's just see what's going on your financial sort of side, on your business, your job, your projects. Karmic message coming in here is steady as she flows, but be prepared to change direction. So it's almost anticipating, but carrying on the path you're going, but ready to sort of kind of go, right, let's go off in that direction. Yeah. Temperance. Leo got that in that same position. Obviously, this is the thing with the fire signs, because they also got the tower moment there as well. So it's being patient, but then this is it. With patience, after patience comes action. So it's all about timing as well, the Temperance card as well, and knowing that timing that you can take to the wind, take to the air, as it were, very, very quickly, and move from one stage to another. It is very similar to the Two of Pentacles as well, with that moon and that sun. But it's here, it's got sort of kind of realizing that waiting for the things to be that you can't quite see as you're heading down your path. Easy does it. No need to do major changes. And then you can see things that you just didn't see before, opportunities that you didn't see before. And it may need you to sort of change the directions to go into it. Let's just see how the universe is trying to influence that sort of that action that needs to be actioned after patience. There seems to be a collective change in the way we do business, the way we interact with one another, and it seems to be fun orientated. So take off the stress and strains, take off the idea that you need to have success. If you take off that idea there of constantly trying to go, I might need this, I might need that, I'll need this and I'll need that, all of a sudden, I don't know why that's important, but it obviously is. So, rather than taking on that might be useful, and taking on loads of stuff, kind of sort of saying, no, just heading down my path, and I will receive everything I need to receive in order to do what I've got to do. And you could start manifesting a new direction in your life in accordance to what the changes are going on around us. Okay, so let's just see how the the guides are trying to influence that karmic message. So the universe is trying to sort of encourage you not to get too laden with and bogged down in your job, in your business and stuff like that. Remain very light. And the guides are trying to do the same thing. They're throwing out stuff that you've been holding on to for far too long. Basically getting rid of old stuff, making sure that you've got some very passionate, clear thinking about where you're going. And this is this whole thing about heading down your path on your job, on your career path, on your business very calmly, but obviously being observant of what's going on around you and ready to change. And that's what the Ace of Wands is going to provide you. It's going to provide you with that instant acceleration, that passion, which is going to bring you in that success that you need. If you stop concentrating on the success and start concentrating on the journey, as it were, of what you're doing and where you're going. Okay, let's just see how the guides are trying to influence this conversation that is within you. Now is the time to open up to broaden your horizons. They are here. They're seeing opportunities. When I was saying like looking around you, they're sort of seeing opportunities that are like round the corner. So you've got to go round the corner in order to get it. You may not actually see it, but you've got to trust in it. You've got to trust in your mission in a way. The moment your guides are sort of like within that conversation in you, sort of you realize that, yeah, there's that opportunity there. I want that job there. Or I want that business opportunity there. I would go for it. I wouldn't wait around too much if I was you, because of this changing world. You could be the first through the door in to this new paradigm. Yeah, messages. Be attentive to those messages within the conversation that is within you. Some of them may be a little bit abstract and you may sort of kind of go, what's that got to do with? But if you stop for 2 seconds and use your inspiration, and that's what the patience is all about. If you stop for 2 seconds, all of a sudden you're going to be able to see very clearly. And within business, within your job, within your projects, you're going to be in a position where you're going to be able to move forward and take real big strides in the going future. Let's just see how it all ties in and comes into the following week. It's going to open up onto a completely new chapter in your life. It's gonna make you stand head and shoulders above the rest, basically, by the looks of things. Ten of Swords. So we got the Ten of Swords and we got the Ten of Wands. The worst two tens you could possibly get. I think this is the past. I think this is what I'm saying is opening it up. It's saying goodbye to all those woes and worries and those painful things in life where you might have been doing your business where you felt like you were constricted within your business or you were constricted within your job and stuff like that. And I think this next week, the following week after that, and this brings that freedom to you, is that painful separation of the past, and that's that collective past, so you can really move on to the going future with and have this new blank page within you in front of you. It's going to be the opportunities are going to be great here, but it's going to need for you to move slightly from one aspect of your business to another aspect that you may not have been doing before, but it's very connected to the old way or the old things in what you used to do in your business or within your job or within your projects. It's just a change of orientation, which is going to be very, very satisfying for you. And it's almost like as I say, it's a mission, it's a call to action, which is going on here. And yeah, it may be a little bit difficult to do, but then if it wasn't difficult, life would be really boring, wouldn't it? If it was all just so easy, you could do it all with your eyes closed. What would be the point of living in a way? So there you go, Sagittarius. There's loads of links in the description below. So please go and check them out. There's links to our Instagram and also to our Facebook page and also to our sister channel, Cymatic TV. In the meantime, Sagittarius, don't forget life should be fun, so please do enjoy.